Hello interweb, this is Dannage, and I'm introduced with lightning. That's new. That was well timed, wasn't it? Dannage, the demigod of bad weather, as opposed to thunder, because that guy's much more handsome. Anyway, welcome back to Cattle Shores, episode 5. Gosh. This is what we built with the time lapse last time, and God, you know what? I thought I'd spend Saturday recording all 3 episodes for the week, and then if I mucked them up, then yeah, they'd be good. But actually, I've spent pretty much all of Saturday recording episode 4, and then doing the roads. So we've got a big windy thing here. We've upgraded the original highway up to level 3, 3-lane roads. It's slightly tweaky about the fact that there's nothing coming the other way. That could indicate a break somewhere. I don't think there is. There was momentarily, but I think I fixed that. So you can see there's a flashing thing, but I think I know what that is. I don't think that is. Anyway, so then I spent all of the rest of Saturday. Oh, they're going up the other road. Let's follow them. Well, these guys are going to go pretty slow, but let's... anyway, so this goes up the side, and it goes a little bit wavy. Then it sort of goes above, because it's following some quite rough terrain there. And then there's a big old split here, as it goes off the board, like I'm playing a board game. But there is another 3-lane out the end. And then let's go back the other way. You follow this roadway up a pretty scary looking bridge. But then it's needed to get you up there. I mean, I suppose I could have driven you up here. But hell, this took long enough as it was already. They were very much feeling straight there. And back there. Back here we come. And then we come back into I sort of decided to make a diamond stack clover leaf turbo trumpet interchange diamond reversing thing. So that's that brake. Is it? Oh no, that is the brake that I was expecting. So there's this crazy thing, which is the important thing is, if you're coming from this road. On the main roads here, I'm judging this as the main highway, this east-west thing, or north-south thing. And that goes from 3 lanes to 2 twos, and then each of the 2s split into 2 ones. Whereas on the way back, you just join as a 1, and then join as a 1, and then go back into 3 there. But you go 2 to 1, it takes you still down to 2, but then 2 to 1 takes you to 3. And the 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 2 is for these smaller highways. So they're all going now. But I'm glad that people are using this other one already. That's nice. That's good. Oh yeah, look, cars coming down. Right, so that's fine. But in each of these, you can go straight, you can go right, or you can go left. So they're all... I need to decorate that. I need to put some more trees out there, but it took so long to do. This was like 10 hours worth of work. And you can see there is another highway down here. So let's follow this one. This is because it went a little bit wider, and I thought there's some other stuff that I want to do, but I'm going to come out to that. So that's a 3 going into a 2 and a 1, and a 2, momentarily a 2 coming back into a 3. So there's going to be some stuff going on. You know what, actually? Let us, because it's not... this wasn't something that I thought was going to be a big thing, so I might actually just hook it back round. Like that. And then... at the moment, it seems completely pointless. But... it won't forever. Oh, did that happen when I had that? Oh, there's 3 lanes. There's 3 lanes going down. There was no need for you to run into that problem when you were doing that? No, okay. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see. Actually, let's scrub. Let's scrub. We've got other stuff going on. Is he going to change that? Yes, he's going to change lane. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Right. So yeah, then you go 3. Then I've got this. Now this isn't doing anything at the moment, obviously, but it will. It's there for a future plan, so that I don't forget. So in some future episode, at some point, I'm going to come back and I'm going to go, what was I going to do? How was I going to get up there? And you'll go, there was a bridge. You put a bridge over the highway, remember? And I'll go, oh yeah. Down here, we then have another. This one has been slightly decorated, but you can come off. It's going back down to 2 lanes there, and 2 and 2 again, and 2 and 2 and up. So these 2 lanes you can use to then go under the thing, and that one goes higher. So this one dinks down under this road, and then comes up there, so that you can join here. You can turn left or you can turn right. And here you can come from the left or you can come from the right. These join sound barriers because they're at ground level, and I've tried my best to sort of jig about the nodes and everything until it's sort of popped as much as close as possible. But there's only so much the game will let you do. But 4 lanes coming down to 3 lanes coming into 4. This 3-lane highway down here. This is because it's in the factory area, so probably didn't need the sound barriers, but no, it's got it. And then it goes up, and then as it's going around town, it's going to be raised. I was thinking that town was quite flat, and there was everything was just going to go underneath these bridges, but as you can see, there's places where that didn't happen. And even that's not actually a level bridge. That's higher over here, even where it's hitting ground, than it is over here where it's sort of 12 meters in the air. But never mind. So that was what I did. I've also added another area, the nature reserve, just because I'm going to want to put one in, and it's huge, because I think nature reserve should be. I don't think it should be like this park here, or this park, or this one. I think nature reserves, there's not going to be much in there. I'm not going to terraform much. I'm not going to put many buildings in there. But it's just going to be immense. And yeah, like a nature reserve. Amazing. And look, it's almost like there's a bridge going towards where you might be. So how did I do with keeping to the areas? Not bad. This region here, this little district, did originally pop up around there, I think. But I kind of scrubbed that, and then that's going to be the factories. It's going to go in, so the highway's going to go in between, so that all the factory stuff can get quick access to the highways and the other industrial areas on the map. Great. And then it sort of avoids the other areas. So it's not terrible. It came in further here than I was originally planning for, but that was fine. Sort of kept to where it was supposed to go up here, didn't it? I mean, it to a certain extent, judging by the terrain, or I judged by the terrain and tried to keep things fairly sensible. And no, that pillar's distinctly placed in there. Yeah, the anarchy just went, no, I'm not going to have a pillar there at all. But I put one in. I copied and pasted from somewhere else. I know what I'm doing. Right. So there we go. We got cars going on this motorway, which is good. I think I saw some cars on this motorway. Yeah, look, there's some coming from one of the directions. It's probably, there's got to be some. Yeah, this truck's going off. And these guys are coming on. There you go. So all of the roads work. All of the roads are connected to an edge, And gosh, that was quite a, I don't want to say Herculean effort, but I think it's a good thing that we didn't put that on, try and put that on videos, because that would have been pretty crazy boring. It's just me sort of going, this is not quite bendy enough. It's not quite bendy enough. About the only amusing thing was when I used an ice cream van as a prop, and then I found I couldn't get a donut van, so I had to find a donut van and put 2 ice cream vans on top of each other to find out how tall clearance I would need here. And so this is comfortable. And as a general rule, I'm going to remember now that the top of a lamppost can just about be with the top of the highway border, and then you'll have clearance. So that'll be that one's got more than enough clearance, even though it doesn't necessarily look good. But there we go. My first stack. So where do we go? Now I would have liked to have gone and done some industry, but I'll be honest, I've got no industry demand. I've got residential demand. I've got very high demand for residential zone. I'm not using Demand Master. So I'm going to place some stuff in the urban sprawl. Now, before I place stuff in the urban sprawl, I'm going to need to connect up some temporary power. Now, I've got some power lines here. So I'm going to take some power and put it, I'm going to go, there's no more highways up there, yes, so off we go. Do you know what? Actually, I have never used power lines. This is my first use of power lines. And they're great. I'm sure everybody loves them. I don't know how they're not gonna like that, are they? Let's avoid them then. Let's avoid the building. Oh, that's knocking out trees as well. Interesting. I have cleared a phenomenal amount of trees. I have to say, I've cleared out basically all of the trees from Urban Sprawl. Where are we? Down here. Right, so all I need to do is make sure that something's near there. Now, my brain is the kind of brain that says this is sort of, it's not really an isosceles triangle, but if you, it's more of a wizard's hat, I guess, with some paint running down the middle. But if you imagined this as an isosceles triangle, drawn by a drunk spider crawling out of an inkwell and then staggering across a page, often how I've described my handwriting, then what I want to do is I kind of want to draw one road up the middle and then work the grid off of that, and then have both the edges sort of be all flimsy and weird. But I get the suspicion that this would not be how people would do it. I suspect that they'd actually do a line up one of the edges and then grid off of that, and potentially do a line off that edge and grid off of that as well, so you get 2 slightly different grids. It's crazy, but I just got this feeling that that's how the guys would do it. So let's go. Now, urban sprawl, I'm not expecting a tremendous amount of traffic because, well, these guys are basically going to be leaving here to go to work or go to the city. So there's going to be a little bit of commercial in here, but basically this is homes. So what we want to do is so I'm thinking 4-lane road for my main road. And then if we've got that on straight. Now that looks pretty much like it's as straight and true as you'll get. So let's go from underneath that road. Let's go. Whip! That's a big old road, isn't it? It's a big old straight road, except for the terrain conforming shababbles. And we're going to continue it all the way down to there. Now that is an amazing blot on our landscape. However, it's the kind of blot that that might happen. And yeah, it's not perpendicular, which is good because I didn't really want it to be perpendicular. I've kind of wanted to be crazy. Now I'm going to, so I've collected power. Oh, going to need some water. Could do. I did say I didn't want lots of power stations. I mean, I have just plonked power all the way from the main station. But I think what we could have is we could have a second water area. Will this water stuff actually satisfy the entire city? What have we got in terms of water? Well, we've got 1.5 million cubic meters capacity, but we're already producing. Oh, that's 50,000. I thought that was 500,000. Yeah, we've got loads, haven't we? Water consumption, however, there's quite a bit of water consumption, or a third, over a third of what we've got. So I think we need. We've only got 2 water towers. 2 water towers, not enough for the whole city. So I think we'll have a small water system here, and we'll put this in this little quarter here, because to be honest, there's not a tremendous amount of shizzle going on here. What I will have is I will take lifty uppy and let's go to 12 and plonk that there. Now this is the last bit of greenery. You'll notice there's no more greenery. Literally took the brush and just scrubbed everything down to here. So here it is, and there it stops. So I got all of that area, and I've basically taken out a lot of bushes. And gosh, I think that's a bit low. It's a bit low, isn't it? And that's 3 nodes. I didn't want 3 nodes. I wanted 2 nodes, because I want to bring them up. Alright, I'll want to bring them up to that level. And then I'm going to have them down. So I'm done with all of the big interchanges, basically, are done. What we're now going to have is we're going to have tiny little junctions. Tiny little things that are just coming off. Let's put the road anarchy on. Ha 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 ha. And then we want to straighten that out slightly, because we like making these things feel higher speed. I mean, there are some terrifying bits here, if I think about it. Because there are some pieces where you just rejoin a highway, and there's only 2 lanes of highway, and frankly, oh, I did have both of those selected. There we go. And you're joining it blind. And there's a barrier At least you're going on. You're coming off rather. So two lengths basically at height, and then one from there down to 0. And it's just a drop. Feels a little bit steep, so I'm going to take sloping from there. And we are going to slope that a bit gentler. This last one still feels like it's a bit steeper than the rest. But sometimes Skylines does that, doesn't it? Sometimes it goes, I'm going to sort of flatten something at the actual node, and then I'm going to make it look like it's sort of stepping. I find that kind of frustrating sometimes. But, you know, not going to complain. Although that's what I just did. So, we're now going to put some road up. And again, just a little bit. Gonna remember that both of these need to be the same height as the stuff it's joining. And then both of these need to be quite close. And then joining up. And straighten up a bit. Straighten those arrows, you see. No. Oh, hey. Well, there we go. You see, that's vaguely terrifying, right? Because you're just coming up, you can't see anything, and then you're joining a 3-lane highway. And that should be the same height as that one. We're going to make that the same height as that one, so that these all go to the same height, and then you get rid of some of that glitching and some of that road crazy. So if your junctions look like they're going, look like they're going a bit crazy, and the road starts twisting, simply put everything at the same height and put the bends in elsewhere. Now that there's a bit of a height difference in those. Just move it to nudge that up a little bit. And there you go. Right. Now, straight. Go from there. Join that. And then upgrade. Bosh, bosh. Bosh, bosh. Now, it's true, we haven't done this on the other side. But at the moment, nah, I don't care. So we've got a way for these guys to get off of the motorway. We've got a way for these guys to get back onto the highway. And you know what? When they get onto the highway in this direction, they can... Well, they can't... The one thing you can't do is go back on yourself there. But they could go round and come back on themselves. So we're just going to put some water in here, and then we are going to start preparing our grid. And the crazy thing about the grid is obviously trying to figure out what spacing should there be between the grid elements. Somebody tell me, because it's a crazy situation. Why is... Oh, I'm thinking that's red saying it's not going to let me place it, but that's actually just the noise barrier, isn't it? Let's put these again. Let's put the water tower. Let's give it 2. Let's put them on top of a hill. Although I honestly don't think that makes the blindest bit of difference. And then let's take... But it looks good, doesn't it? We'll take some in industrial road. There's the industrial road. Going to give that enough space. We're going to go back to normal naught. We're going to come off. We're going to bulldoze. Or we're going to do it the way that we did it this morning. We'll do that instead. Doot, 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 doot. Grab. I shouldn't have pressed copy, really, should I? Take all of the trees. Bye-bye, trees. You were fun. But, yep, you have to go. Reduce my tree count. Reduce my memory usage. I can't. I didn't. I should check my loading screen mod. See how much quicker the last game loaded. When I had that much less trees than normal, or than before. So it's coming off of here, and again, we're not going to place all of everything. So it's Richard, more efficient methods. That's administration. That is a grit and screen facility. And then these are block services. Very good for map makers, these block services. Very useful by nailing. I have used them quite a few times because if you place a building on a map when you're making a map, it can be very irritating because that building often says, I'm missing stuff and I want stuff. Give me stuff. I want power. I want, you know, trousers. I want all sorts. How is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think we come off there to get us. And going to do that a second time because I'm going to put 4 of these basins down here. So you see, it's there is a grit and screen facility. And then otherwise, it's which ones are these? Clarifiers or sludge tank? Aerated and agitated to speed up decomposition. 172,000 a week. These 112,000 a week. Yeah, let's go for some of those. Go for gold. Yeah, so buildings often then saying they want stuff, and you think, oh, but no, I can't. I'm in the map. I'm making a map. Stop flashing those warning lights at me. I hate it. I don't know what I'm doing in the bus menu. Come on, Dannage. Oh, we're nearly out of time. There we go. So we have a smaller system here, but between this and the main system, I mean, that cannot surely leave us short of water in the future. Again, I won't put these in the... I feel like I'm winning some sort of boxing match every time it ding! We surely cannot run out of water in our city. That's got to be... I mean, as we unpause that, our capacity is going to go nearly 2 million. And 240... Oh, nearly 3 million. Sorry. And 210,000. That is... Oh, these are not powered. Despite the fact that my electric's right there. Ha! Who would have thought? Okay. That's fine. These are temporary. Doesn't matter. Power me up, baby. We're nearly out of time for the episode. So then, that's been powered. That's powered. Holy forking shirt balls. We've got stuff. We have got plenty of stuff. So, next episode, we are going to put some people in because we have a lot of people needing time. So, come back. Come back on Friday now. Can't believe it. I'm recording this on Sunday. If the world hasn't ended, come back on Friday and see you soon. Thanks for watching. And yeah, catch up on Friday. We'll place some houses.